Well, as you know, the Centers for Disease Control has put out their recommendations, and the Accelerated SC has as well, and so have our own Department of Health and Environmental Control, which is involved, of course, deeply with Accelerated SC. We're not requiring that at this time, but we have been urging from the very beginning the need for those. Is more apparent now as we know now that it's the senior population that is at risk, while it is the younger population that seems to have the virus in greater proportions than we thought before. In a conference call with the Vice President Pence and Dr. Birx and others just before we came in the convention center here, it was being reported by a number of the other states that 50% of the new positives were from people 30 and under. And Dr. Birx said that across the country, the average is about somewhere between 60 and 70% of these new positive cases are coming from people, the younger people, who show absolutely no symptoms. And so what that means is we need to understand whether you want to wear a mask or not. If you're going in the presence of some older people who, of course, are the ones that are getting the most sick and mostly in the hospitals, mostly on the respirators and mostly dying, if you are a younger person and you're in the presence of some older people, you need to be wearing that mask. They need to be wearing a mask. Stay away if possible. We're going to have a real challenge on our hands when the schools open up and all the children are going home to parents and grandparents. So it is time to take this very, very seriously. And we've said that from the beginning, and there's very little other than that we can do. Did you have another question? They were discussing that. I'm not sure what exactly they meant by that, but of course they're not doing that. He did not instruct them to do that. That was at the speech at the rally, I think. Yes. Any more questions?
Governor, there was an article in the state newspaper that basically stated that you reopened the state a week before the next recommendations. Do you stand by the state's timeline?
I stand by it 100%, because everything that we did was in deep consultation with DHEC, with the experience in other states, and with the advice and recommendations and input from Accelerate SC and those people who are involved in those businesses, in those places, in those activities. I think we've chosen a very smart way to do it. As I say, we use the old carpenter's rule, which is measure twice and cut once. Everything we did was very deliberate. But again, at this phase now, there are constitutional limitations on what you can make people do and what you cannot make them do. Very serious U.S. constitutional limitations. And also there's the practical matter. We've got to get back to work. We can't stay shut down forever. And if you look at those states, some that have been shut down, they've shut everything down across the board and are just starting to open them up. We're doing a lot better than most of those other states. So I think we've taken the right course. But right now, we have to realize that there are a lot of people, particularly the younger people, that may have that virus and don't know it, don't feel it. It would be shocked to learn that they have it, but they can spread it just as quickly as anybody else. And so now is the time to understand that we're in danger. Things are opening up. They must open up. Schools will be coming in. They have to come back in. But particularly the older people, 60, 65, 70 and on up, we have to be very, very careful the way we react, we interact and communicate with those people. More questions? Yes, sir.